I'm Dan.
We're in the ocean.
I'm Zoo.
Under the power of wind.
And these are our boys.
Louis and Pepe.
I can't say he got himself out.
In October 2021, we moved out of our van.
And into a sailboat.
But before we can see the world,
We've got to clean her up.
It's looking a lot better.
fix her up,
And learn to sail and navigate.
so we have a big year ahead.
Full of challenges, opportunities, adventures, and surprises.
And that's just the beginning.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to check out our videos. We'd love it if you take it a step further and hit the subscribe button below.
Yeah, I mean, these are fun to make, and we think that the motivation of having to make a video each week is an excuse to take on a new challenge or to get a new project done, and we are here to learn as well. So please leave comments and tell us about all the things that I said that was wrong.
Now let's go sailing. We went out for our second sail this weekend on Sunday.
Literally the most perfect and easy conditions you could possibly imagine. Almost no wind, enough to sail, but so little that casting the lines and leaving our moorage was super easy. Seas were maybe 1.5 foot swells, very comfortable, no one got sick. So we picked a great day for our second sail for sure. The wind's coming from here. We're sailing here, and if you didn't know anything about sailboats, you would never guess that we can make almost 5 knots, 5 miles an hour-ish, almost into the headwind.
Instead of just going east out the Fort Pierce Inlet like we did last time, we hung a left and ended up sailing up the coast a little bit instead.
So as soon as we got out of the inlet, we actually used our Furuno chart plotter to drop a man overboard point, and then we sailed north up the coast for a while, and until basically we were, felt like we would run out of time if we didn't head back. And then we challenged ourselves to see if, more or less into the wind, if we could reverse course and make it back to that point. And to do that, because of the wind's direction, we had our first opportunity to actually tack the boat.
I didn't do a whole lot with the sails on our first sail ever, but I got my hands on the Genoa sheets this time around and actually got to practice moving the Genoa from one side of the boat to the other as we did some of the tacking maneuvers. So that was a neat experience, and really kind of brought home adjusting the sail.
So we've got very weak winds, but we're cruising along between 3 and 4 knots, extremely comfortable, low seas.
Yes.
And after vibing for a while, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna about face.
Yeah, we're gonna crank a 180, and then we're gonna sail back closer to home, and then once we're closer to home, we're gonna practice some crew overboard drills.
Okay, all right.
Let's do it. Come on, toss it. Okay. All right. Man overboard. I'm marking it. This main is gonna come about here in a second. So I'm gonna go around it on the starboard side and then hang a left. So you'll be picking him up on the starboard side. Do you have it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, with 2 people using some motor and the hook, we have rescued Louis. So there's one thing sailing we're 2 for 2 on. There's a few things. Surviving it, having fun, and also...
Dolphins! We had dolphins come by the boat again. There they are. Oh! Are they coming to say hello? And they stayed around for quite a bit longer, which was awesome, and I didn't scream at them. Oh my gosh, there they are. So maybe that's why they stuck around a bit longer, but we had a couple of dolphins surf the bow of the boat for at least a minute.
I'm from Oregon. I've seen a lot of deer, elk, and raccoons. It's gonna be a minute till I get used to seeing dolphins playfully just jump around on this sailboat, next to the sailboat.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in Florida they are just like seeing an elk or a deer, but for me, it's still sort of a mind-blowing experience to see these creatures surfing our boat and being so close to them. Docking this thing is always a little bit stressful. Like Dan just said, the current is going to be blowing us away from the dock and into one of the boats we have to fit between. And on top of that, yeah, there's another boat. Got the oh shit fender though, so came in handy last time.
So we are tucked into basically a horseshoe in the back corner for our spot, and it's more complicated than even parallel parking your car. We have to come in from the inlet, make a turn, 180 turn around the end of the dock we're parked on. We have to come in at a 45-degree angle, nose in, but at some point in the middle of this horseshoe, we have to swing the boat 180 degrees and then back it into its spot. And while we're doing that, we have to clear this massive 60-foot boat that's in front of us and this 37-foot boat that is, or 33-foot boat that is behind us, tucked in without hitting and breaking anything. There's just a predictive feel for it you have. You just have to think in terms of, it's like an extension of your body, the bow and the stern, and you have to plan ahead with your movements. And if you do, it all works out fine.
And I mean, this time around, you know, our neighbors jumped right in to help us dock the boat in terms of grabbing the lines and just helping us out.
Yeah,
it was nice.
We're experiencing what we were hoping we would experience and had been told, which is this community of boaters, especially fellow sailors and cruisers. It's almost like they can't wait for an excuse to help.
That wasn't just landing, that was the Captain Ron maneuver. Very well done. Appreciate that.
Did you see that? That was cool.
All right, let's tie her off and kick back some cold ones, huh?
And to me, that's like the raddest compliment for parking a big boat like this. To be fair, I've been operating boats for a couple of decades, and although I've been operating, you know, lake boats, I've been operating inboard boats, which are like this. So the prop doesn't change directions. The prop acts on a rudder, which makes navigation at slow speed difficult. So I'm used to that. And although I'm used to a smaller boat, I'm actually used to operating a boat in like a river current or really really messy lake, conditions as far as wakes, and into much, equally tight spots.
You wait a minute. Yeah, I guess I'll go with a margarita. Yeah. Hey!
So we're taking a quick drive down to Stuart this evening because I turned 34 today, which calls for a celebratory dinner at one of the few vegan places near us, which also happens to be delicious.
What are we cheersing?
What are we cheersing? We're cheersing my birthday.
Well, it's your birthday. Cheersing, what did we say this morning? You've lived a third of your life.
I've lived a third of my life.
And the good news is, the second 2/3, you don't have to be stuck a kid taking other people's orders.
That's true. I have 60 years of
being your own boss.
I do.
Super tasty pesto breadsticks. What do you got there? A little soup?
Thai carrot soup. Yep. Delicious.
Nice. Paired with what kind of?
Just the house red. But it's tasty and vegan.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright. What you got there?
Veggie sandwich with bacon seitan.
Nice. Nice.
Rosemary taters. And the Thai something or other soup that the sandwich is going to get dipped in for every single bite.
That's the Dan Maxwell way.
Good. Heck yeah.
We're walking back from dinner.
Florida is very warm, but
warm.
predictably moist.
Yep.
Which is the essence of wetness.
It's really, this is where glasses are not optimal.
Well,
Never.
glasses literally are only optimal when like using a metal grinder or welder.
Or when you're trying to see things, but not in the rain. My cheesecake is getting wet though. Whoa! Okay, everybody shut up. These are my reflections. This is my birthday cheesecake. No. I think our cats missed us. So now that I'm 34, I'm thinking back to the time I was 33. I was still living in Bentonville, Arkansas, with just like an outline of a plan for van life with Dan. And now we've done van life and now I live on a sailboat. So a lot can change in a year, I guess, is all I have to say. And then tomorrow morning I have to wake up, sign up for health insurance on the last day you can sign up for health insurance, and finish editing this video.
Yeah. Can you be neater about it? Right there.
I'm sure this is really appetizing for everyone watching our video.
Spot to jab a thing through. Nice. You have like the most symmetrical nose.
the ball when you're done.
Okay.
Was that bad?
No, it was all right.
It
What I
just
expect it.
kind of just gets you then with the eyes.
I know, yeah. I expected some tearing.
There you
Hey,
go.
dude. Boom. Shaboogie.
Shaboogie. That's how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You did it.
Thank you.
Do you feel dizzy or lightheaded at all?
No.
You can feel free to get up and take a look.
Okay. Thank you. Yep.
That's what you're looking for, huh?
That's what I was looking
Sweet.
for. Yeah. Yeah.
Momentous
Eventually,
life transition
momentous.
piercing.
Yes.